Well, I got something different today to work on. Yeah, we got to do a PM on this. Oop, I got to zoom out here. Holy cow. Oop, wrong way. Come on. Anybody know how to run this phone? There we go. So yeah, you got a lot of highway miles on it already. Tires are holding up a lot better than I thought they would. Give them that. I thought they'd be burned off already. Alrighty, let's get at her. You gotta do an air filter upgrade, taking that paper air filter out and changing to a 2-stage filter with a pre-lube on it. So when he gets into dusty roads or dusty gravel, it does its job a little better than that paper. So I'll get her in here and get at it. But yeah, when they asked me to do this, I noticed this right away. Show you. Let's see here. No, you can't see it. Because it's too dark. Right here. So, you can see that in the camera? No, because it's not focusing. There it goes. Yeah, see the bolt is loose. Right there. So you tighten them up. We'll get at her. There, I got the lens clean. A little clearer now. Let's flip this around. So here we got the upgraded filter. See, uni, here's the part number for a CF MOTO 800. So it's got a pre-filter on it with a washable filter inside. And then I got the K&N oil for spraying it up. I'm gonna get that done right now and get that ready and let that soak in there before it goes in there. And just so you see, this is what the pre-filters look like. Got the air filter all sprayed up. And when you spray that stuff, make sure you do it over the garbage can, not over your floor, because they had oil all over the damn floor. And yeah, so look at that, how nice and clean that is now with brake clean. $1 worth of brake clean later. And the floor is clean again. So let that sit and soak up the oils, and yeah, we'll be good to go. And start getting after putting that in, and while I do that, the oil can drain to the bottom since I just started it. Yeah, so we'll get at her. There she is, she's in there. Alright, got a little bit of white lithium grease around it, just a little bit to keep it moist. And seal it, keep it nice and soft and pliable, keep the water out. Alright, close her back up and show you the finished product and keep going on here. Ask me, I know that. I've had my UTVs and dirt bikes and some UTVs, yeah, four-wheelers, ATV, in some pretty deep water, and my dirt bikes, etc. So, do the best we can to keep them dry and healthy. Healthy? Where do I come up with this shit? Fucking talking to a phone, man. I don't know. Alright. Air filter's all buttoned up. Done. Okay. On to the next thing. Oil change. Yeah. Alright, we checked the battery. Battery connections are good. I'll get her back together, and I labeled the box for them. And I'll show you that in a second. And then see how this is hanging down like this. I'll get that zip tied up, because if he ever gets in the mud and it starts pulling on it, I think that'll might loosen up the connection to the battery, and then there he sits out in the middle of the woods with no battery connection, wondering what the hell's going on. So yeah, I'll get the cover back on. I'll get this zip tied up tight so the mud can't drag it down. I'll be right back. And good thing all the oil came. Grease, oil, waterproof grease, all synthetic shit. Oh, for that baby. All right. Sad thing is, here, flip this back. Yeah, AMSOIL came. I forgot to say, them two little boxes, well, that one box is pretty big, but that's $400 right there. Crazy. I'll show you what we get for $400. It's not all for that thing, but most of it is. The only thing that ain't is I bought a case of Z-Rod oil, which is for that thing. So yeah, I'll open the box up and show you what I got. I got that stuff all unboxed. This is what you get. I got, well, that didn't come with it, but 2 tubes of synthetic water-resistant grease, 3 severe gear synthetic gear lube. I figured it's going to need about 1 1/4, 1 1/2, but I can't be short because they're going on a trip. And a case of 10W40 ATV UTV oil. They're only going to need about 3, just a little bit over 3 quarts. But I get a better deal if I buy a case. So there you have it. Oh, and an oil filter. Can't forget that. Checking over the right rear. Here's what I got going for you. Not much bad here, but here, I'll show you. So checked her all over. This was never greased in the factory. There's no grease anywhere in sight. So good thing we pulled that off. This bolt here Wasn't tight. I mean, it was snug. It wasn't tight, but now it's tight. And I just got to get grease in it and I can put this side back together. Everything else looked pretty good. Didn't find nothing else here. Actually, I forgot to check the brake bolts. But, oh, give me that one. Yeah, that don't make you sick, does it? Yeah. So, yeah. Then we're good. Alright, we'll keep at her here. Alright, we got the drain plug out. Let me flip this around. It's not exactly what I want to see. Yeah. I'm looking through the camera. A lot of shavings on there, but I would expect that to be shavings from actually doing machining because they're so long and skinny. But yeah, you think they do a better job cleaning that shit out. Let's see what the filter looks like. Well, if you're using this for informational purposes, oil filter is right up there. I'll put an arrow there. And filling it back up is right here through that little hole. I'll leave the funnel in and see where it goes in there. A little dipstick tube goes in there. There you go, a little info for you. Well, let me show you what I got going on this side. Alright, this bolt here was at least one full turn loose before it got tight. No grease. No grease here. No grease coming out there. The bottom one. I don't know if you can see it. But yeah. No grease in there. You know, you're not going to see that one. And that was the same thing for the other side. No grease on the bottom one either. Alright, we'll keep at it as soon as my grease gun comes in. Because I don't want to take my tube out of my other one for my cars. So I ordered a new grease gun so I can put the waterproof grease in. And I ain't got to switch tubes and waste all that grease all the time. Alrighty, we'll keep at it and keep updating you. Alright, here's the rear drain plug for the rear differential. See how bad that is. Not too bad. Oh, darn it. So that's good. A little black on there, but that's alright. There we go. So that won't be okay. Goodness. Alright, rear differential is changed. Fill it up right there. And empty it. Empty it. Where the hell did it go? Right there. That's done. AMSOIL squeeze bottles. Cat's ass. Worked really good. Not quite a full quart used in there, but yeah, it's a good deal. To the front. I'm going to tell him to run it up north, and when it gets back, I'm going to flush it again because it's awfully dark. And it can hurt to flush it again. 1 quart of fluid versus the rear end is pretty cheap. So I just need my grease gun and check nuts and bolts up front, and we're done. Alright, front differential's changed. Fill plug is on passenger side, right there in the middle. I'll put an arrow there when I edit. And for draining it's right the center through one of them holes. Right there's the hole actually, right there. So, piece of cake. Front was really, really clean. I never closed her out. Thought I did, but I didn't. So, here we go. So here she is, all loaded back up. And all ready to go for them guys to go up north. Cool beans. There we go. I don't know why that always goes to that spot. That's it. That concludes this one. Have a good day.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and